Yes, it is I, the Dalek Emperor. Welcome to another DALEKCAST. Our first question indeed comes from a boo baker, apparently. I think a lot of things from a boo baker. So, firstly, it is what festivals do Daleks celebrate? The festivals of death. Festivals of death, basically. Dillian Stolensberger says, Cam Daleks defending Skaro at all costs. Yes, I guess. Okay, Boo Baker, the game suggestion said Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. He even sent me a Sonic video to react to, but I think I'm probably going to do that after the DALEKcast. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, yeah. Video ideas, a story of renegade Daleks. Renegade Dalek Civil War from Davros's perspective. Yeah. Yes. Good idea. I shall do that. Yeah, it seems like a very probable solution. Right, okay, so but yeah, there's a Sonic video, but probably going to react to that today. Yeah, it's 30 minutes long, so definitely have a look at that. Yeah, off camera. Definitely have a look at that in another video. Yeah, in a video after the DALEKcast. Yeah. So, okay, so we have a lot of video suggestions today. Speaking of videos, we actually do have a question from Oberding. He says, probably going to save this question for DALEKcast. It reads, question, what is your #1 favourite animated film that isn't made by Disney? And can you explain to me why? Well, Transformers 1. And do I really have to say why? The reason why I like Transformers 1 is because the age of primes has ended. No more false prophets. Follow me, and you will never again be deceived. Rise up! Yes, I like Brian Tree Henry's Megatron. I also like Sentinel in that movie. He was very sadistic and cruel. I also liked Chris Hemsworth's Optimus. He has very much a Peter Cullen-like energy about him. I like Arachnid. I'm glad they put her in the movie. Yes. Yep. I like the nice emotional moments between Elita 1 and Orion. Optimus, but yeah. Overall, yeah. I like how they basically kept Optimus and Orion the same character to show the progression and evolution of his character. Yeah. Because he's got that very much that wisdom, that optimism about him. He's always had that. Prime is very much a very complex character, which I enjoy. Anyway, so we have some videos suggested from Alberding. First is Daleks Will Get Power, an animated short fan animation recreation made by Privarite Animations. Interesting. We have a Genesis of Daleks Entombed, a 24-second short, again made by Privarite Animations. Bird of Prey TOS, a Star Trek fan production, which is 1 minute long, made by Chris Lear. We have the Battle of Onkawa, Hacksaw Ridge, which is a Lego animation made by Twin Bricks, and we have a final yarn. We have another Yarn Hub video when 15 Japanese falcons attack the Burma Banshees. Interesting. Okay, here is the first video made by Privarite Animations. Daleks Will Their Power 3D Blender animation. Apparently will get their power. This apparently is a recreation from Power of the Daleks. Included are colorized and black and white and retro versions. Interesting. Let's have a look at this.
We will get our power.
We will get our power.
We will get our power.
We will get our power. We will get our power. Okay. Yeah, they're doing. Oh, I see. Interesting.
Get our power. We will get our power.
Oh yeah, this is black and white.
Our power. We will get our power. We will get.
Yep. Okay, so this is like different versions, is it? Interesting.
We will get our power.
Yes.
We will get our power. We will
Ah, nice visuals. Impressive.
get our power. We will get our power.
Colorized. I see what's going on here.
Power. We will
Oh, this looks very realistic, not gonna lie.
get our power.
I'm impressed.
We'll get our power.
Yeah, indeed, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now we have this next video. Interesting video. Privarite Animations. But yeah, here's the next video apparently.
We are encode, but we live on.
Yep.
This is only the beginning.
I never heard this segment without music, because there was music, wasn't there? But yeah, that's cool.
Encode, but we live on.
This is only the beginning.
We will
Prepare. We will grow stronger. When the time is right, we will emerge and take our rightful place as the supreme power of the universe. That was good. That was good. I never heard that without music, because there is supposed to be music in the actual thing. But anyway, we have this next video made by Chris Lee. This is the Bird of Prey TOS, a Star Trek fan film, apparently, fan production. Okay. What looks like an interesting ship. I like it. I like that. Oh, this sounds very similar to Dark and Endless Dalek Night, doesn't it, viewers? Just checking. Yeah. I was just checking to see if it was... Yeah, it's playing audio, that's good. That was good. So our next video is a battle on Aquana Hacksaw Ridge, made by Twin Bricks. So could we go to Twin Bricks? Here we go. Operation Iceberg. Here we go. March 26th, 1945. So this is where Hacksaw Ridge. This is where on the corner. Where's that? I don't know where that is, sadly.
Our ships are in position. You may fire when ready.
Oh damn. Most impressive. Ooh, lovely. Whoa. Very good. Impressive Lego animation. What is it? Is it against the 1945, isn't it? So is this during, is this against the Japanese or the Germans? Oh crap! Yes, Japanese, isn't it? Apparently I heard the Japanese, prison of war POW camps are even more crazier than the Germans. Yeah, if you've seen the film Unbreakable with Jack O'Connell, you'll know what I mean. Yeah, those are Japanese soldiers, aren't they? Yeah.
Fire!
Oh damn.
Fire!
Oh crap. Yeah,
Take cover!
Yeah, reason why I assumed this was in the reason why I thought it was Japanese because I assume the name of this video is something relating to Japan. Yeah, those are Japan outfits, so yeah.
That's hacksaw, gentlemen. The Navy will bombard the ridge before we climb up.
Remember, the whole reason why Godzilla was made in Japan is because of the war. Yeah, in 1954 it was made because of that war. The Hiroshima and Nagasaki incident that happened.
Keep your head low, boys. Get down.
Yeah, if any Japanese viewers of my channel are in the comments, you can
Good job, boys.
correct me on
Taking the ridge.
that, but
You can settle in for the night.
damn.
Get up, let's move. Medic, medic! Take cover!
And by the way, I'm of course talking to actual Godzilla, not man-in-suit Godzilla. Jingle, 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 jangle, jingle, jangle. Yes. That's what I'm referring to.
Get down. Get up. Let's move.
Yes, indeed. You guys like talking, making me look at man-in-suit videos, don't you? Jingle, 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 jingle.
Go, go.
Well, looks like that those Japanese soldiers have run out of luck. That they're about to die. Oh.
私たちは帝国に帰敗します。沖縄が占領された。
Yeah, those are Japanese soldiers, yeah. Okay. On April 1st, 1945, the US military launched an assault on Okinawa, codenamed Operation Iceberg. More than 1,800 US soldiers were deployed on the southeast coast of the island. Although Japanese resistance was initially sparse, the ensuing battle for the island would last 82 days, killing an estimated 12,000 American soldiers and more than 100,000 Japanese soldiers, roughly 50,000 Okinawan civilians. The battle was the bloodiest of the Pacific Ocean campaign and subsequently nicknamed the Typhoon of Steel. On June 22nd, the US seized control of the island as Japanese officers committed ritual suicide or seppuku. The US would use the island from which to launch naval or air attacks in mainland Japan at the end of the war. Yeah, we know. The Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. Pretty sad situation there. Yeah. I actually watched a film about what happened in Japan during that time. Multiple Japanese civilians were massacred. They were totally unrecognizable. They looked like mutants. It was due to radiation poisoning, but it is one of the most darkest moments in World War II in Japan. Yeah. I saw a film called Barefoot Gen or something, and it is bloody terrifying what happened to the Japanese civilians. The good thing is most of them made it out alive. Yeah. It's just so sad. But apparently, I see, so it's based on historical events and the award-winning film Hacksaw Ridge by Mel Gibson. Right, I see, so Mel Gibson was a part of this. Interesting. Mel Gibson made an award-winning film called Hacksaw Ridge. I need to watch Hacksaw Ridge myself. Seems like an interesting movie. Anyway, I have this next video. It's
so,
again
in terms of
to
salary, you were thinking...
I was hoping you would tell me what you were thinking.
I insist, please.
I insist.
I insist.
It's the 17th of May, 1944, and Lieutenant Phil Adair is in charge of a flight of Burma Banshees, 4 planes painted with screaming, sharp-toothed skulls. Today, their mission is to bomb Japanese ground targets. Adair grips the control stick and turns the nose of his aircraft towards the dense, sprawling canopy of the Burma jungle. Peering through the haze at the landscape, he sees flashes of gunfire and explosions punctuating the thick green expanse. American-trained Chinese forces are in a desperate battle against the Japanese army. Sweat drips down Adair's back as he and the other Banshees line up their attack. The less experienced pilots trail behind, with Adair leading the run. The Japanese soldiers on the ground shield their eyes from the glaring sun as they squint towards the sky. Above them, the fierce skulls swoop in. Adair unleashes his deadly payload, and the bombs are on target. The ground shakes violently beneath the Japanese soldiers' feet as explosions erupt in a fiery cascade. As Adair pulls up and his nose is pointing at around 45 degrees, he looks up and sees Japanese planes. To his side, his wingman is about to start a bombing run. Adair describes in his own words what happened next.
3 flags of zeros, there were 15 of them. They had us bracketed and had already started to peel off on us. They weren't coming after me. They were coming after my wingman and the other two guys. So I yelled at them.
Bandits, 11 o'clock high.
Adair is an experienced pilot, but his wingman, O'Connor, who Adair affectionately called Little Okie, doesn't have the benefit of Adair's experience.
I called him and I said, Little Okie, make sure you've got your tanks and your bombs off.
And turn right into the clouds to get away from the Zeros.
O'Connor immediately drops his bombs, but his tank is stuck.
Is that the actual guy?
4 enemy planes are already closing in on him. He enters a hard turn to evade the incoming Japanese fighters.
Is that the actual guy?
Adair sees all 5 planes disappear into a cloud bank. The remaining Japanese fighters fan out and lock on to the remaining Americans.
I like how you brought in some of the veterans from the war, so that's pretty good.
But Adair is already coming to the rescue of his wingman. He accelerates and turns into the cloud bank to follow O'Connor. But when he comes out the other side, there's no sign of Little Okie. Adair describes the scene.
When I came out into the open again, I was looking to see if I could spot any P-40s, and I didn't, but I spotted a flight of 4 Zeros on the other side of this open clearing, and they were heading towards me, so I headed towards them.
Adair gets the leader in his sights. Waits.
That's who the guy is. So his name is Adair. Is it? Yeah. Yeah. Did they? Yeah, indeed. So that's pretty cool. So they actually got the guy to collab with him. That's nice. That's pretty cool.
And fires. Tracers snake out towards the Japanese, but before they're in range, the Japanese fighters pull away. Adair flies into cloud to evade further pursuit, but when he emerges into clear skies once again, there are Japanese fighters still around. Another flight of 4 aircraft comes into view.
I did the same thing with them. I headed towards them, and the first 3, they all broke to the left before they got in range. But the number 4 man didn't do that. He kept coming. So I waited until I was sure that he was in range, and the instant I squeezed the trigger, his airplane just disintegrated. I must have hit him dead center because the airplane just flew apart.
With one plane down, Adair quickly maneuvers back into the cloud bank.
I could see an airplane that had spotted me and headed towards me. And I headed towards him, and he kept coming and coming. When he got to looking pretty big in my sights, I figured, well, he's well within range now, so I squeezed the trigger and I was shooting at him, and he was shooting at me. I couldn't see the bullets, but I knew what he was doing. I could see tracers. And all of a sudden, the canopy got so big in my gun sight that I knew he was real close. And he went right over the top of my airplane, and when he did, he was close enough that I could both hear and feel this whomp as he went by.
Ready to spritz with style? Pour l'îlet, add tonic and grapefruit. Et voilà.
As he went by, I rolled over and started to get down to a lower level. And as I did, when I was upside down, I could see a Zero that was painted a bright green on the top, shiny as could be.
Whoa, that's cool.
So after he went by, I looked and there was a Zero come from the other direction down lower than me.
Using the advantage of altitude, Adair turns the plane and expertly swings in towards the rear of the Japanese fighter. The Japanese Hayabusa, or Peregrine Falcon, drifts towards Adair's sights. And Adair catches the Japanese plane with a deflection shot. The wing disintegrates and the fuselage rolls over, plummeting towards the rocks below.
So I knew that was 2 that I had shot down there, and I had shot at several others, and no idea whether I'd hit him or not.
Adair is now on his own and in the open. At this stage, he's pretty shot up, and fuel is running low. He needs to get back to base.
Definitely.
Turning to the north and home, he's horrified to see 5 more Japanese planes. Outnumbered and without an altitude advantage, all Adair can do is turn and run. The stick trembles in Adair's hand as he guides his wounded P-40 to the south.
Oh, man.
The Japanese planes catch up fast. Their tracers are streaking past Adair's cockpit in deadly arcs. He throws his P-40 into a last resort defensive maneuver, pulling hard on the controls until the plane shudders around him. The world becomes a blur of metal and sky as he twists and rises through the air, desperately trying to shake off his pursuers. Japanese fighters slash through his field of vision again and again, their guns spitting tracers and lead. Then, through all the chaos, he spots what could be salvation, albeit laced with danger. It's a thick bank of clouds with a massive rock formation jutting through its surface.
It's not Everest,
Despite the extreme danger, Adair, outnumbered and shot up, weighs his options and dives towards the colour below.
Wait,
he manages somehow
Everest?
to get into the clouds.
I don't know.
With skill and some luck, he misses the rock, and when he emerges on the other side, he heads back north into the clear skies.
It can't be Everest.
Bamboo 2, come in.
It can't.
O'Connor, do you copy?
I circled a little bit, Colin, in my flight.
It can't be Burma. It's be another area. Because Burma's in South America, isn't it? So I don't know which mountain range that is.
Nobody around, so I thought I had, for the first time, lost all of my flight. And I was the only one left. I didn't feel too good about this sick.
A cold numbness spreads through him as he turns his battered fighter towards Nagaguli. He scans the horizon, searching for any sign of his missing friends. Through the haze, a familiar, red-nosed P-40 appears. Adair is ecstatic to see it's O'Connor limping across the sky.
Oh, good.
Adair flies up to survey O'Connor's crippled aircraft. His plane's belly tank is still attached, but the fuselage is peppered with punctures. A ragged hole gapes where a 20mm shell is torn through the canopy.
Oh, damn.
And O'Connor slumps in the cockpit, blood soaking his flight suit. Through a red mist, O'Connor sees Adair's plane and sits up and gestures at his dead instruments. But there's no smoke coming from the engine, nor any fluid streaking the metal skin. They bank north towards Nagaguli, two survivors in an otherwise empty sky. The radio crackles and a weak voice breaks through the static.
Bamboo Leader, this is Bamboo 3. Do you read?
It's Tom Rogers.
Cool.
He tells Adair that he's circling above Sadia in his P-40, too unsure of the state of his aircraft to attempt a landing alone. Adair looks across O'Connor's wounded plane, knowing the diversion is going to cost some precious fuel. But he can't leave a friend stranded, and the two Banshees set off towards Rogers. Banking towards Sadia, they spot Rogers' battered P-40, its wings and fuselage bearing the bullet holes that mark all three aircraft. As they draw closer, Adair's trained eye catches the telltale sag of Rogers' landing gear. Both of his tires are completely flat.
Oh dear.
Adair signals that he's going to lead them both into touchdown, with Oki in front as his airspeed indicator is still working, and Rogers behind as the flat tires will bring him to a quick halt. Guiding the two planes into a final approach, Adair pulls up at the last minute and circles above. He's relieved to see both of his friends land safely. He then touches down himself. As the plane comes to a stop, Adair spots that Martinez is already down and unscathed. Rogers isn't injured either, but his plane took 123 bullet hits.
Oh, damn.
Adair jumps out of his plane and runs towards O'Connor's broken P-40 to see him terribly hurt.
He was pretty badly hurt. He didn't get back to flying again. As far as I know, he probably never did.
Yeah.
He survived, but he died several years later from the wounds on his left side where the cannon shell went off and took the canopy away.
Despite O'Connor's injuries, 4 men flew out and 4 men flew home to tell the tale.
That Adair is some pilot. Did you hear about the time he turned upside down to make it home? Watch this film and find out.
Damn. That's cool. Anyway, my fellow subjects, I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, remember to subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video then. really a really good and impressive tale from Adair. I really liked it. Anyway, farewell!
Thanks all for the enjoyable video today. Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Dalek Empire, or you will be exterminated. There will be no resistance. I am the God of all